Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Yazdan and I'm a cosmetic dentist in Newport Beach. And today I want to show you something interesting. I'm actually my most requested thing on Instagram is always like, it's not about the teeth, it's not about the smile makeovers. It's like, how did you do your makeup? So today I'm going to show you how I did this exact look. And what's interesting about that is a lot of people, like as I was going through professional school, I mean, I never didn't have this much makeup on, but I always really paid attention to the detail of my makeup. I mean, I had this much makeup on when I would go out, but not in school. And people would always tell me things like, you shouldn't wear that much makeup, you don't look smart, and like you pay too much attention to your appearance. And what I've actually found to be true is that knowing how to do my makeup myself has made me an incredible dentist. I think the skill of being able to do your makeup, you have to understand how to use colors, how colors work together, how they blend together. You have to be like very detailed, especially with like eye makeup. You have to be really detailed and just pay attention to all of the details. And that's really what dentistry is about, all the details. The things that separate the good from the great is basically that, like it's the difference in the details. So it's amazing to me that I actually think my skill of being able to do my makeup has made me an incredible dentist. So I'm gonna teach you how to do this look today. And if you have questions, let me know. Funny story before I get into that. When I was in dental school, I was always trying to get ahead, and I was always like, okay, what can I do? So I would volunteer on the weekends to go to this thing called mobile clinic, and you would go into this mobile unit, this mobile dental unit, and then you would go into different areas and you would do dental work. So I think it was my first year, maybe second year, I can't remember. I volunteered to do that. And so when I went, and I got up at like 4 in the morning, I like showed up, and I just had like a little bit of mascara on that day. And I think there's nothing wrong with looking put together and having a little bit of makeup on your face. Doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a surgeon, a stay-at-home mom, like you do you. And if that's what you want to do and that's what makes you feel good about yourself, go for it. So I had a little bit of mascara on that day. Normally my daily routine is eyeliner and mascara. That day was just mascara. And I remember asking a question. I said, I asked the faculty that was there, I said, actually it was my freshman year and we were placing sealants. So sealants are kind of like that cover that you put on children's teeth that protects them from getting decay and stuff. It like goes into the grooves of their teeth and like seals it off. So I was placing sealants. It was my first year of dental school. It was probably like the first like semester or whatever of dental school. And I showed up like super early in the morning there, and I asked a question about placing the sealant because I wasn't doing it correctly at the time. And I knew that because the sealant was coming off. And so I said, hey, I noticed that my sealant is coming off. Like, can you tell me what I can do to make it stay better? And she looked at me and she said, if you paid as much attention to your makeup as you do learning these skills, then you would know how to do it. And I got really mad because it's like, I'm asking you, I'm volunteering, first of all, to do this. I'm not getting any extra credit for this. I'm asking you how to be better, and you're a teacher. Like, I'm a dental student. You're supposed to teach me. If I knew it already, I'd be out in the public doing it. And so I got mad and I said, well, if you paid as much attention to teaching me how to do it, then focusing on how much makeup I'm wearing, then maybe I'd actually know how to do it better. And then she kind of didn't say anything, and then she taught me how to do it. And anyways, sealants were super easy. It's like the easiest thing you'll learn. But anyways, so comments like that are very common, and I just want to tell you that if you want to wear makeup, wear makeup. And for me, I personally think it's made my dental skills better. So let's go. I'm going to take you over to my vanity, and we are going to learn how to do this makeup routine. All right, so we are going to get started. I have all my products out here. I'm going to show you guys all the products I use and everything, so bear with me. First of all, whenever I do my makeup, I have to be wearing really comfortable clothes, and I feel like sometimes the makeup kind of gets on my clothes, so I make sure, usually wear like leggings and like one of these off-the-shoulder tops that are super comfortable. And then I have to have my hair back because it gets in the way. I've got the lights on in here. I hope you guys are able to see with the lighting here, but I'm gonna show you everything that I do. So the first thing that I do, I'm a really big eyeshadow person. And I have like all these millions of brushes and I clean them all the time. And so let me just get them set up. So I have this little one. Most of my brushes are actually from MAC. Actually, all of them are from MAC. And I will try to link almost everything I can in the description below this video. And I'm gonna just bring my mirror a little closer. I have like a full length mirror here on my vanity, but this is easier because I could see the fine detail. So I have, this is the only thing I'm not gonna be able to link because it's discontinued, but it's these MAC paint tubes, and they don't make this anymore. What they do make, which I'm going to show you, is these little pots. And I like these way more. So once I finish these, I'm gonna have to find a replacement. So basically, I wanna put this on my lid, and I put this on my entire lid because it will hold the eyeshadow in place and not allow it to crease. And literally, I've done my makeup. So since I've had my daughter, I mostly just do it on the weekends if time permits, or like big events or something, or like just even like going out with friends. I don't do it on a daily basis, but before I had my daughter, like my husband and I, we would go out a lot. We would do a lot of really fun things, and you could still be fun and go out when you have a baby, but you know, there's been a pandemic and all of that. So anyways, the point is, like, whenever I do my eyeshadow, it will literally stay on forever. It'll stay on till like, I could do it at 5 in the morning and it'll be on till like midnight if I wanted to, and it doesn't move. And a lot of it has to do with this little paint. And probably the products also, but mostly this. So I just kind of do like a light little layer of that. And then because that color is not, I used to have another one, they don't make it anymore, so I can't repurchase it, but it doesn't give me the exact look I want. So I actually do take this MAC paint pot, and this one's called Groundwork. I don't know if you guys can see that, there we go. And I will just do a very, very light layer on top of it because I like the way the shadow looks over that more as far as color, not so much like texture. It's all about the color. So I just do a light layer here. I'm just gonna see if you guys can actually see what I'm doing. You totally can, okay. So after I do that, the next thing I do is I have a vanilla pigment from MAC. So these are really awesome. They are these, they come in, I have so many of them, but basically like this is the texture of it. It's very loose. It's like a loose pigment shadow. And I just take a little bit, and I wanna always highlight under my brow. So understanding makeup, understanding the face, it's really interesting. I got a master's in craniofacial biology from USC, and just like understanding bone structure and like all of that is super awesome for understanding makeup. So I wanna highlight underneath my brows. And this is my favorite one. This is my go-to. This is the one I use like almost 100% of the time. So it's a vanilla pigment, and I like it so much. When I got married, we were traveling a lot, and so I was like, this pigment is so annoying to take everywhere. And I found, when we were in London, I found a small version of it, and I was like, thank goodness. So now I have even a travel one, although you could create your own travel one. Okay, so after I have my vanilla pigment on, then what I do is I have, so I'm gonna teach you my eyeshadow concept, because actually these shadows are also discontinued. So this was a holiday palette from MAC, and this was a holiday palette from Charlotte Tilbury, something like that. The problem is they're both discontinued, but you can take the same concept, and they have a lot of colors that are really similar, and palettes that are really similar, like similar to this. The colors that I use in it is this one, this little palette here, which is It's called the Easy Smoky Eye Palette by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm gonna show you the colors in here. So like this one is one that I use regularly. I use like some of those colors in there. And let me see this one. This one's a little different, so we won't show you that one. But you could just use the concepts that I use and like get any kind of shadow. But it's really nice to be able to understand the colors and how they blend together and everything. And a lot of times when they come in a set like that, it makes it a lot easier. But so right now I have used a little highlighter under my brow. I don't know if the lighting will let you see. And then what I do is I take this fluffy brush and I will apply it kind of like on my crease a little bit. So I use this specific color in this palette. It's kind of like a very, like it's just a nice nude color. And I will just apply it there. And I'm just kind of blending it in. I love makeup. I'm such a makeup person. My friends, I have in my vanity, I have 6 really big deep drawers and they're filled with makeup and they're super organized. And organized by like color and like what part of my face they go on. And I just love makeup, and it's really funny. My friends as gifts will always still buy me makeup because I'm such a big makeup person. In fact, some of my family members and some of my closest friends literally tell me, oh, I knew I was coming to see you, so I put on like a little extra makeup today. There's nothing wrong with wearing makeup if you like to wear it. So, okay, after I do that, and I just do this because I don't like a super white look and then color, like that doesn't work. Hold on, let me see if I turn off my vanity lights. No, that's way too dark. Okay, we will keep them on and hopefully the lighting is okay. It would be such a shame to finish this entire video and then not actually have good lighting where you guys can see. So after I do that, then what I do is I always do a dark color on my lid. So I like a really smoky eye, and there's different ways you could do smoky eyes. Like you could do a light lid and then have the crease like be a little bit darker. And I like that too, but for the way that today I'm actually taking some photos for like I'm creating a lot of content today. So the way I like to show up best on camera, what I think looks best on me truly is like having a darker lid. And that's just my personal preference. So I'm gonna take this Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I use specifically these 2 colors. So you could find any colors that are similar to that. And this one, so we have one that's kind of a little bit more of a red, and then this is more like a brown. But overall, I like a brown neutral look. So what I'm gonna do is take this darker one, like so. And this brush is different. So this brush, let me show you the brushes that I'm using. So I had the one for the highlight under my brow is this type of like fluffy brush. Let's see if I could get it to be zoomed. Yeah, and then what I use for blending in my crease is this one here. So you can see the difference. This is like nice and fluffy. And then I have this one where the bristles are more firm, this one here. And this one like takes a lot of color and you could just pat it on, and that's exactly what I do. So I pat the eyeshadow on. It's so funny, the in-between phase of like hair and makeup, I always feel like everybody looks like such a mess, but then the end result is nice. And it's kind of the same thing like when we're doing the cosmetic treatments in my practice, like in the middle of a veneer case, it's like, it looks like a mess. If the patient's like, can I use the bathroom? I'm like, let's wait, because it's just kind of a mess right now. So you saw me pat this on, and then I will kind of like go in and then blend a little bit up into my crease. But of course, at the end of every veneer case or at the end of the makeup routine, everything comes together, right? Everything looks good. So you're gonna see all the stages here. The worst is my hair, because like half is like naturally curly, half is naturally straight, and then I'm curling the other half. It's just a disaster. Okay. So I just do this until I get the desired like amount of color that I want onto my lid. And then once I do that, like if you look right now, it's like really harsh. There's like dark brown on my lid and then there's that lighter color. I just wanna take an in-between color, which is that redder color that I was talking about, this one here. And I want to kind of blend that right into my crease, and that will help blend. And I use that blending brush again. So blend, blend, blend. I was thinking about drinking my protein smoothie. I normally, when I do my makeup, I am like either really thirsty, so I have like a huge thing of water, which I do have when it's on the floor right now, or I'm like drinking my protein smoothie, and I didn't want to do that because it's gonna stain my teeth like purple, and I didn't want purple teeth in the video because I want to show you actually a makeup trick that's gonna make your teeth look whiter that you could do from the comfort of your own home. So once I have that done exactly how I want, I will go back. So now I have like a lot in my crease and I feel like it needs to be blended more. So from the first palette, I'll take that lighter color, so this one here, and I will just reuse that and blend the rest. So funny story, I actually learned how to do makeup. I've been putting on makeup since I was like 12 or 13 years old. And I saw a photo of Christina Aguilera on a magazine, and I loved the way her makeup looked. And so I went to the MAC store, and my makeup artist that does my makeup now, that she like has done my makeup since I was that age. Her name is Melina, by the way. If you guys want her information, I'm happy to give it to you. She's incredible, and she's the only person I trust to do my makeup. So anytime I like go to a friend's wedding or something and they're like, oh, there's so-and-so can do your makeup, I'm like, no, I will do it myself because only Melina can do my makeup. So anyways, I found a photo of Christina Aguilera and I was like, okay, I want this look. And she showed me a bunch of colors that would match and showed me how to put it on. And then over time, like as I would go get my makeup done from her, she would just tell me like exactly what to do, and that's how I learned how to do my makeup. So now I've basically finished my eyeshadow. Sometimes if I'm going out, I will switch this up. Like I will put a little bit of glitter or shimmer like on my lid or like right in the corners, but for today I don't want to do that. And what will happen is when you do your makeup, like down here on your eye, you will see the shadow has kind of like fallen there. So I take just a little Q-tip, and I like to have my eyeliner kind of go up in a point, and it's kind of dramatic, so I will just clean up the extra. And then it's time to do some concealer. The concealer I use, so it depends on the day. So today I'm taking photos. Normally what I use is a very faint Dior one, which I'm gonna show you now also, but this one will look better for the photos that I'm trying to take. So this one is SX09 by Kevin Aucoin. And then I literally, this one I just put right here, because I have just a little bit of darkness here. And I love the, I forgot what these are called, but these little things. I have a couple of them. And you could just get them from any store, Ulta, Sephora, whatever. And this really blends in all of the concealer. And then I also use this one, the small one, for the under eye concealer, and then I use the other one for the entire face. And most of the time I don't wear foundation. Like for sure when I go to work, I don't wear any foundation. I used to wear tinted moisturizer by Bobbi Brown, and now that I am wearing the N95 mask, I don't wear anything. I just wear tinted sunscreen. But on like a normal day, if I was doing this, I would probably wear the tinted moisturizer, but because today I'm taking photos, I'm gonna wear an actual foundation. So this is actually the Dior under eye like highlighter and concealer that I use. And I kind of just like, so I put that other one here on my eyes because that one, like I'm a little darker there. And on the sides, I just want to kind of brighten. So then I'm gonna blend it in. What happened to my brush? That's not fun. Let me find my brush. Oh, I put it away. Okay, so here, I will just blend, blend, blend with the brush, and then I will go back with the sponge and I will further blend it in. Now, I know a lot of people do their makeup a lot of different ways and it looks really good, and a lot of people put like powder on, and I'm not that big of a fan of powder. Although I know that it can look really good, but for me what happens is it will go into all the little creases around my eye, and then I'll look really old. And I don't want to look old, so I will just do this. Okay, so now here's a trick that I have that I love. So after I do that, I will do my eyeliner. And a lot of you guys ask me what eyeliner it is that I use. So I'm gonna share that with you in this video, and I will also link it for you in this video. I don't know why I can't find it though. This is so bizarre. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the first one that I use like under my eye first when I'm doing like a lot of makeup. If it's just everyday, then my everyday makeup is literally just eyeliner and mascara. But because I'm taking photos today, so I will line it with a brown liner first. This is by MAC, it's called Teddy. And I will just go underneath my eye and line it here. And I like that because I have like light brown eyes, and so I feel like it makes, instead of just doing black, it just makes it look more dimensional. And I'm all about the dimensions. So, oops, that is tragic. Okay, so now that I've done that, this is the eyeliner that I use daily. It is Charlotte Tilbury. It's their black liquid pencil. So it's a pencil, but they call it like a liquid pencil liner. And then I'll go back and line over the brown on the bottom. And then I will also do it on the top. Normally my makeup, if I'm doing like a full face, it will take like roughly 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. It kind of depends on how detailed my shadow is. This look goes a little faster. It might take a little bit longer since I'm recording right now. But when you have a baby and you're trying to get ready, a lot of times these steps don't really pan out. So I kind of like do the winged liner a little bit with the pencil, but I can't get like a clear line, especially this isn't sharpened that much, but I do that with the liquid liner that goes over it. But before I do that, I will actually line the inside of my eye on the top and the bottom. That probably looks really frightening. And so, I got that done. Now I have my NARS liquid liner, and I love the felt tip. And so I will just go over all of that. Eyeliner to me is like a must. I think without eyeliner, a lot of times I think I just look really tired. And that's just because I'm so used to seeing myself with eyeliner. So when I don't have it, I look a little tired. And I kind of made this a little, if you ever make a little bit of a mess, it's not a problem. You just take like a Q-tip and you can work over it. It won't really show though once I have like lashes on and everything. Normally I don't really wear too much, like I don't wear fake lashes, but because I'm taking photos and doing some videos today, I will. You'll see me a lot more now in my videos without false lashes. And I don't like to, I just don't have the energy to do them, to be honest, all the time. Okay. This is not working out today. There we go. Okay. Now I have fingerprints all over under my eye concealer, so I will go back with my little sponge and just clean it up. What's really awesome is I'm doing my makeup, and then tonight I'm doing an Instagram live. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do that because I'm there a lot. I'm there daily. Just at Dr. Yazdan there. I have a coaching call tonight. So I coach clients in the evenings. And so I will be so ready for my client and for my Instagram live also. Okay, so this is the foundation I use. It's by La Mer. I love La Mer products. I love their skincare, which actually, if you guys are curious about my skincare routine, I do have a skincare video that I made years ago. And pretty much my skincare routine is the same with slight differences. So you can follow that. But yeah, basically I put just a tiny, tiny bit of foundation. I don't like to have a lot of foundation. I like my skin to have like a dewy look to it. I don't like to be like really powdered up or anything. So I just put a light layer all over and I blend it with this brush, again from MAC. And then what I do is I take this bigger, I forgot what this is called, a beauty blender. That's what this is called. This specific one is from Ulta. So I have like the normal one that people have, but I also have this one, which I like more because it has this flat edge. So if you're traveling, so I use that for like these areas, then the other part I use for my face. And I really, really love the beauty blenders. So I always wet these just a little bit with a little bit of water. You could use moisturizer. You could use pretty much anything. And yeah, it's great. So blend a little bit. And then once I feel like, oh, just a tip, ladies, if you're like going out and it's like a big thing and you're wearing something that shows your collarbone, it's really an awesome idea to like highlight your collarbone also. I'm not gonna do that today. That's just like way too much energy. But highlight and kind of like contour your collarbone, it's pretty cool. Okay, so after I do that, and I kind of just let it sit for a second, I always contour my face. So this is actually a Kim Kardashian contour stick, and I think the shade is medium. I love her contour stick. I haven't used any of her other makeup, but this one is actually really good. So just like where my cheekbone kind of ends, my cheekbones aren't really prominent, so I like to like wear blush and try to make them look prominent. And I put a little on my forehead, and I don't get all crazy with my nose and all that most people do, but this is enough for me. And then I use her blending brush to blend it in just a little bit. And I always blend this up. So I just push this up like this. And then same here. And this is going to make it look like I have some definition in my face for cheekbones. And then this, I just like looking like more contoured. And once I'm done, I know this lighting isn't the best, but once I'm done, I just want you guys to see what I'm doing, so that when I'm done, I'll move into some better lighting. And then you guys can see what the final look looks like. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what that look looks like because you guys see it often in my stories and my videos and all of that. Okay, so after I do that, what I like to do is just put a little highlighter on my cheekbones. Right now, I think this is Discontinued too, but it's a Peter Thomas Roth, this little like cream. But you could use any highlighter. I have so many of them that I love. And right now I'm just really interested in this specific one, but I'm not too picky about that. So that one I could do anything. And I use this like fluffy brush that's angled, that's like really thin. And I feel like it's just perfect for this area. Because sometimes I will do this with this cream and then go over it with the powder too. And I feel like this doesn't pack it on, it just like lightly puts it on. And when you do a highlighter, you kind of want it to like extend up a little too. So I like will sometimes put some right here. And yeah, I just like it subtle. I don't like too much, but it'll just make you look a little bit more dimensional in photos, and I like that. And kind of define different parts of your face. So when the light hits it, will like look a little different in different areas, and I like that. So then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll use my blush. So the first thing that I do is actually a bronzer. This is by NARS. The color is Laguna. And I will take this angled, this brush is also angled, and it's really fluffy, but I'll take it and I'll just like dab it like this, and then I will just lightly put it on and pat it on, just right where like the underneath my cheekbone a little bit, just to define it. So I like a lot of the patting motion because it gets the color really on there, and then I finish it up by like blending it a little bit too. So the problem is now with the pandemic, when we wear masks, it's not really a problem. I actually am not minding wearing the mask anymore, but it always ruins my blush because the strings like go into my blush, and it's a little annoying. And then I take, so this is, I like to have a pink blush, and the reason I use a bronzer is to give a little bit more definition there, and also like my shadows right now are kind of on the brown side, and I just use this part of this pink one, like this light pink one. This is a MAC, this was also a holiday kit, but you can find a very similar color. I don't even know what color this is. And I just will go right between where the highlighter was and where the contour was on the bottom of my cheekbone. And I'll just add a layer of this. You guys might hear some other noises in the background. I have some people working on the house today, and my daughter is being taken care of downstairs. And so I can hear her very well, and I can hear the people like who are working on the house like making so much noise. So you guys might hear that too. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Now it just depends on the day. Sometimes I will put on mascara, and if I'm doing my mascara, I like this one by Too Faced Cosmetics. But I recently got a sample in the mail of this Lancome one, and I actually really like it. But what I'm going to do today is wear fake lashes. So this is my secret. My favorite fake lashes are by Shu Uemura. You can reuse these lashes so much, and they don't look overdone. They actually will look pretty natural, but like they'll look enhanced. Like your eyes will just look enhanced. And I love their lashes. I haven't tried another lash that I like more. And I think the design of the lashes is, so the brand is Shu Uemura. They used to be in the US, but now they are, it's a Japanese company, but now they're only in Japan. And so I buy from there, they ship to the US, and I just, when they left the US, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like, this is the only lash that I like. And I've tried other lashes since, and because sometimes they're out of this specific one. I think it's called the Deluxe Lash, and I've tried other lashes and they just don't compare. So I always go back to this one. And sometimes when I'm going for like a really dramatic look, like for example, my wedding, I obviously like wanted to look even more enhanced. I layer lashes, and so, but I'll always use this lash in the layer. So what I do is I put a little bit of the lash glue on here, and I'll kind of just like wait, because I want it to be a little bit dry when I put it on, and I just kind of like air it out a little bit. And I always cut my lashes. So I get the full lash, and then I cut like a little piece, like let me show you. I cut a little piece, if you can see this piece here, there we go. I cut a little piece off so it fits my actual eye. And so I'll kind of just like pull my eye down. I really feel like this is such an intense skill to be able to put lashes on. Because if it starts to like lift up and go somewhere else, like you'll get lash glue all over your lid, and not pretty. Although the lash glue I use, so a lot of people use the white one. I use one that's black. The glue itself is black, so when it dries, it's like black, so it just looks like eyeliner. I like that one better. And it's the Lash Glue by Duo. Most of you probably know this brand. And then I will do the other side. And so if you see what I'm doing here, I take the end of one of my brushes and I will put some lash glue on there. And then I clean the brush right away. And I clean my brushes really often. And as I'm working, I will like wipe them onto a white towel. So this glue has kind of been drying. And then one thing I do also with the lashes is I kind of will go like back and forth like this with it, because it'll make it a little bit more flexible. So like when they come, they're like super straight like this. And you're like, yeah, my eye is not that straight. So like I always like work them and bend them a little bit. And one other thing that you could do that I didn't do today, because it's not that big of a deal today, but you can actually curl the lashes first before you put them on, and curl your own lashes before you put them on, and that'll make a huge difference. Or you could put them on and curl them both together, which is also awesome. So I'm just applying now. And then I just wanna I got it in the place that I want it to be in. And I'm just gonna kind of just let it sit for a second and do its thing. And then it will, even though like I mentioned, the glue is black, it will still leave I like to have a really defined eyeliner look. So it will leave it a little bit messy looking. Like if I look down, it won't be like a clear cut line. So what I use is this black track liner pot from MAC. And I will use this angled brush from MAC, which I use to put eyeliner on. I'll put all of these and link all of these in the description below. And then I will take my little paint pot and I will get a little bit of liner. Look at the consistency here. It's like a little gel. And I will go over my liner and do a very light touch up to it. Because even though the lash glue is black, it still will, it's like not as dark as my liner. And I want it to be dark, so. And one of the reasons I also cut the lash is like, I don't like my lash to come all the way to like the corner of my eye. I find that's really irritating for me. So I don't do that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is put some mascara on the bottom. So, where did the mascara go? There we go. And I will just do a little bit. Just a really light layer. Sometimes I'll even do like a little mascara to push my natural lash up, but I won't do that today. And then on the top, but I won't do that today. And then since I have like fingerprint marks where my concealer is, I will also blend again. And now I'm done touching my eye. So that is most of it. Now here is the part that I really like. So lipstick, I mean, I love shadows, but lipstick is a big deal. If you want your teeth to look whiter instantly, just use a lipstick with a blue undertone. Now I've said this so many times on Instagram and TikTok and like all these other platforms. It's like my little trick for whitening your teeth at home really fast. And a lot of people are like, I don't understand what blue undertones are. So let me actually pull out a couple of lipsticks and show you guys what I mean when I say blue undertones. So, like for example, this is a red lipstick. This has a nice blue undertone to it. Whereas like this corally color has more of like a yellowy, orangey undertone. These types of colors will make your teeth look more yellow. So you always want to go for a blue undertone. So let me pull out a couple more. Like this works for reds, pinks, like any color. So let's see, what's this one here? And I like a lot of nudes too. I like a lot of nude colors. Let me see what I'm gonna wear today. We've got some reds. Yeah, again, like this red is a nice blue undertone to it. This is a Chanel lipstick. And if you don't really understand, like if you're not able to see that, it's like not a big deal at all. Just go to a makeup counter and ask the people behind the makeup counter. Ask them, like, can you help show me what lipstick with a blue undertone is? Like I want a pink or I want a red lipstick with a blue undertone. Can you help me? And they will be more than happy to show you. So today this is one of my favorite lipsticks. This is my go-to. It is a Galactic matte lip paint, and it stays on like pretty much all day. And this is the liner I use for it. It is Sormy. Actually, my makeup artist gave me this. I normally go for like Makeup Forever or MAC or like something like that. But she gave me this. She did my makeup once with these products. Actually, that's kind of where I would get a lot of my products too, is like she would use stuff on me and I'd be like, what did you use? I have to have that. And she would tell me what it was. And a lot of times she would just like give it to me and then I would just repurchase it later or whatever when it ran out. But that's how I'm like introduced to like new makeup, is from her, because whenever I try to go find new makeup, it just never works the same. But she knows my face, she knows what I like, and so she can always give me the best advice. Right now, the lighting here is like there's so much shadow on my face, so after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go into different lighting so you guys can really see what it looks like, because it probably looks a little scary right now. But if I'm wearing red lipstick, so, or with this one, I'm not going to, but if I'm wearing like a red lipstick, I will actually put a little bit of powder on my lip. It'll hold it better. That's actually another trick to get your lipstick to stay longer, is put some powder on there. But I want like a really defined lip if I'm wearing like a darker color. I'm not gonna do it now, but also I might go back later and add a little concealer, but let's see what it looks like. There we go. So much noise today. So I actually fill in most of my lip with the lip liner. And a lot of people will like draw above their lip. I don't do that so much. But I will do it just a tiny bit. I love this color so much. It's called, oh wait, hold on. This is the wrong one. I almost put the wrong one on. This one is called Allure. I like this if I want more of a red look, but right now I actually want more of a, like this color look. Shoot, it is down. Oh no, it's right here. Yes, wait, no. That one's a dark red. Yeah, I think it's downstairs. So I will actually use a new one. I keep back stock of this because I can only kind of find it now at this, I think it's a CVS by my house. I don't really have it many other places. Online, I think. So this is a Galactic lipstick. I think I mentioned that. And it feels really like soft and smooth. And I really love this one. And it smells good. It kind of smells like cupcakes. I don't know if they meant for that, but I really like it. And I think we're good. So let's move into some better light and kind of show you what it really looks like. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. Hopefully the lighting here is better. You can see my shadow, lipstick, how everything kind of came together. And my hair is curled right now, but I am going to kind of redo it and get into some cute clothes and to go take my photos. So if you have questions about anything, let me know. Make sure to like and comment on this video. And also please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.